Hello, my name is Bill Johnson. I am the Director of Instruction here at San Jose Country Club, and today we'll be talking about putting. When I think of putting, I see a lot of tour players who have different techniques. I see putters with the long putters, I see tour players with the cross hand, I see some bent over a lot, I see straight arms, I see bent arms, I see the philosophy that we have to swing in an arc, I see the ones that go back and forth straight. I see all these making putts. It's really easy for you to wonder which one is right for you. And sometimes we change and we work so hard on our putting stroke, but we just don't make. We put all the time in, we do a lot of drills to make perfect putting strokes, but we're just not making putts. Well, maybe there's a real cause to that. For instance, when you stand behind the ball, you're using both eyes and you're looking directly down the line, binocular vision, you can see what the ball should do. But when we stand over the ball, we have this, whether it's a left eye dominant or right eye dominant, we're not seeing the same thing we did back there. Most people are not, I should say. For instance, Don will hit a putt for us. I'm going to have Don stand over a 20-foot putt. I'm going to put a tee halfway to the hole, and Don will tell me when the tee is in line with the hole when he stands over it like that.
A little more to the left. That's good.
So in Donnie's eyes right now, standing over it, his mind sees that he can hit over that tee and that ball will go in the hole. Let's see if that's true. Through this exercise and this illustration, we could see that if Donnie hits it where he thinks he's supposed to, that ball's not going to go in the hole. There are putters out there, tour players, who stand over the putt, and when they stand here, they still see the same thing they did back there. Everything is correct in their vision. Therefore, whatever stroke they practice, they can keep using. But if I was to stand here, or Donnie was to stand here, and he practices a perfect stroke, and then he gets up to the ball, he can't actually make that perfect stroke and still make it, as we can see by this illustration. People, and there are tour players who have this issue, Nick Faldo, Annika Sorenstam, their caddy would stand behind them and aim them. And they would stand here and the caddy would say left, left, right, right, till they got it correct. The caddy would then move and then they would just make their stroke, letting the hole get in the way, as opposed to trying to make the ball go in. I believe the greatest putters can stand over the ball and see where it's supposed to go, and it's optically correct. There's no visual conflict. So before you work really hard on your putting stroke, maybe you better find out if you're one of which category you're in. If you're in the category of like Donnie and myself, or Nick Faldo, or Annika Sorenstam, where when you stand over it, it's no longer correct, you need to have certain measurements that you take so that you can assure that you're hitting the ball where it's supposed to go, and trust that. We'll talk about that next.